Have you ever wondered if one person can really make a difference when it comes to sustainable living? The thought has crossed many of our minds, hasn't it? The daunting nature of the environmental challenges we face can often overshadow the power of individual action. But the reality is far from this common misconception. The thought of sustainable living can sometimes sound like a Herculean task. Images of living off-grid, growing your own food, or building a house from scratch often come to mind. But is it really that extreme? Definitely not. Sustainable living is not about uprooting your entire life. It's about making mindful choices that respect and protect our shared home, the Earth. Often, sustainable living is misunderstood as a lifestyle only for the wealthy who can afford solar panels or electric cars. But the heart of sustainability lies not in expensive gadgets, but in simple, everyday choices. It's about reducing waste, reusing what we can, and making smart shopping choices. We also tend to think that the problem is too big, and our individual actions too small to make a difference. The truth is, every little helps. If each one of us makes a small change in our daily lives, the collective impact can be monumental. A drop of water may seem insignificant, but remember, it's those tiny drops that make up the vast ocean. This video is all about debunking these misconceptions and showing you that sustainable living is achievable, practical, and beneficial not just to the environment, but to your health, happiness, and wallet too. Over the next few minutes, we'll share with you a series of easy-to-implement tips, tricks, and DIY projects that can help you contribute to a more sustainable world. So let's shake off the overwhelm and replace it with optimism. Because living sustainably is not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about realizing that every choice we make matters, every effort we put in counts, and every step we take brings us closer to a greener, healthier world. But the truth is, every small action counts. And today, we will explore how you can contribute to a more sustainable world. You've heard it time and time again, but the 3 R's, reduce, reuse, recycle, are still the cornerstone of sustainable living. Let's break it down. The first R is reduce. This is about minimizing the amount of waste we produce. How? Well, think about the products you buy. Are they wrapped in layers of unnecessary packaging? Could you opt for a less wasteful alternative? Even small changes like carrying a reusable water bottle or shopping bag can make a big difference. Next up is reuse. This involves finding new ways to use items that would otherwise be thrown away. For instance, consider those glass jars from your favorite pasta sauce. Instead of tossing them in the trash, why not clean them out and use them for storage? Or perhaps craft them into charming candle holders. The possibilities are endless. Plus, it's a fun and creative way to contribute to sustainability. Last, but definitely not least, is recycle. This is the process of converting waste materials into new, reusable products. For instance, paper can be recycled into new paper, and plastic bottles can be transformed into clothing fibers. But remember, recycling isn't just about tossing items in a bin, it's about being mindful of what you're discarding and where it's going. So, familiarize yourself with your local recycling guidelines to ensure you're doing it right. The beauty of the 3 R's is their simplicity. They're easy to remember and even easier to incorporate into our daily lives. But despite their simplicity, they pack a powerful punch. By reducing, reusing, and recycling, we can significantly lessen our environmental footprint, conserve natural resources, and contribute to a healthier planet. So let's challenge ourselves to live by the 3 R's. Let's be mindful of our consumption, creative with our waste, and committed to recycling, because every little bit counts, and it starts with us. Remember, the 3 R's are not just a catchy slogan, they're a simple guideline for a more sustainable lifestyle. Did you know that your shopping habits can have a huge impact on the environment? That's right, the choices you make at the checkout line can either contribute to or alleviate the strain on our planet's resources. So how does one make smart shopping choices? Let's delve into that. Firstly, consider going local. Choosing locally sourced products not only supports your local economy but also reduces the carbon footprint associated with shipping goods from distant places. Picture the fuel consumed by trucks, ships, and planes just to deliver your exotic fruit or out-of-season vegetable. Now imagine replacing that with a simple trip to your local farmer's market where the produce is fresh, seasonal, and has traveled a much shorter distance. Next, go organic. Organic farming practices are designed to be more sustainable, avoiding the use of synthetic pesticides and fertilizers that can contaminate the water, soil, and air. Plus, organic produce is often healthier and tastier, so it's a win-win situation for you and the environment. Now let's talk packaging. It's no secret that our world is drowning in plastic. Everything seems to be overpackaged these days, from food to electronics. So the next time you're shopping, think twice before picking up that double-wrapped item. Opt for minimal packaging, or better yet, bring your own reusable bags, containers, and bottles. Every piece of plastic we avoid is one less piece harming our planet. And lastly, plan your shopping. Impulse buys often lead to waste, be it food that spoils before you eat it or a gadget you never really needed. Making a list and sticking to it is not just good for your wallet, but it's also good for the environment. Remember, every choice we make has a ripple effect. The ripple from your smart shopping choices can lead to cleaner air, healthier soils, and a more sustainable world. It's about making choices that respect and protect our planet. With smart shopping choices, you can significantly reduce your environmental footprint. And that, my friends, is a step in the right direction. Energy and water conservation is another important aspect of sustainable living. This is not just about saving on your bills, but it's also about reducing our collective impact on this beautiful planet we call home. One of the easiest ways to conserve energy is simply to turn off lights when you're not in a room. It sounds simple, but it's something many of us often forget. Let's make a habit of it, shall we? Even better, switch to energy-efficient LED bulbs. They use up to 80% less energy than traditional bulbs, and they last longer too. Now, let's talk about your appliances. Are they energy vampires, sucking power even when not in use? Unplug your devices when you're not using them, or invest in a smart power strip that cuts off power when your devices are idle. And what about heating and cooling? These can be major energy drains. Dressing for the season inside your home can help reduce your reliance on heating and cooling systems. In winter, throw on a cozy sweater instead of cranking up the heat. In summer, use fans and open windows to cool down before reaching for the air conditioner. Let's not forget about water conservation. A simple action like fixing a leaky tap can save thousands of gallons of water each year. Consider installing low-flow shower heads and toilets, which can significantly reduce your water use. And when doing the laundry or dishes, make sure you're running full loads to maximize water efficiency. Outside, consider using a rain barrel to collect water for your garden. It's a great way to save on your water bill and make use of a natural resource. These are just a few tips, but remember, every little bit helps. It's all about making small changes that add up over time. By being mindful of your energy and water usage, you can contribute to a more sustainable world. Embracing DIY projects can not only be fun, but it can also contribute to a more sustainable lifestyle. Let's dive into some DIY projects that you can easily incorporate into your daily routine. These projects not only lend a personal touch, but also help reduce waste, save money, and most importantly, they're good for our planet. First up, let's talk about homemade cleaning products. Did you know that many of the cleaning products available in stores are packed with harmful chemicals? By making your own, you can control what goes into them and reduce the plastic waste associated with store-bought products. A simple mix of vinegar, water, and a few drops of essential oils can replace many household cleaners. Next is homemade cosmetics. Many cosmetics and personal care products contain microplastics, which end up in our oceans, causing harm to marine life. A simple face scrub can be made by mixing sugar and coconut oil, or you can create a moisturizing lip balm with beeswax, coconut oil, and a dash of honey. Moving on, let's talk about composting. Food waste is a significant contributor to greenhouse gas emissions. Composting at home is simpler than you might think, and it's a great way to reduce food waste while enriching your garden soil. All you need is a simple compost bin setup, some green waste like vegetable peels, and brown waste like dried leaves or paper. Another project to consider is upcycling. Before throwing something away, think about how it can be repurposed. An old ladder can become a quirky bookshelf, a worn-out t-shirt can be transformed into a reusable shopping bag, and glass jars can be used for storage or as plant pots. The possibilities are endless, and the best part is, these projects can be adapted to suit your needs and preferences. Remember, every little step counts when it comes to sustainability. DIY projects are a great way to reduce waste and live more sustainably. So roll up your sleeves and let's make a difference together. Your choice of transport can also have a big impact on the environment. It's a truth we often overlook, but each decision we make on how we get from point A to point B carries weight. Let's consider some alternatives to driving alone that can help reduce your carbon footprint. Walking or cycling, for example, are not just eco-friendly options, but they're also great for your health. Walking to work or to the grocery store can be a wonderful way to begin or end your day, providing a chance for exercise and a moment of calm before diving into your daily tasks. Cycling is another fantastic option, offering cardiovascular benefits while zipping past traffic. But what if your destination is a bit further away? Public transport then becomes an excellent option. Buses, trams, and trains can often take you exactly where you need to go, and their larger passenger capacity makes them a more efficient choice in terms of carbon emissions per person. Plus, riding public transport offers an excellent opportunity to catch up on a book, get a head start on your workday, or simply take a moment to relax. Carpooling is another wonderful choice, especially for those longer commutes. By sharing the journey with others, you're not just reducing the number of cars on the road, but you're also splitting the emissions between more passengers. It's an easy way to make a significant positive impact on the environment. Now you might wonder, how can I make these changes? Start small. Perhaps one day a week, choose to walk, cycle, carpool, or take public transport instead of driving alone. Over time, you might find these methods not only feasible, but enjoyable. The key is to remember that every decision counts. Every time you choose a sustainable option over a less eco-friendly one, you're making a difference. And these small differences, when added up, can lead to a significant impact on the health of our planet. Remember, every journey matters. Choose sustainable transport whenever possible. So, as you can see, living sustainably doesn't have to be complicated or difficult. It's all about making small changes that can have big impacts. Let's quickly recap what we've learned today. We started by understanding the challenge of sustainable living. It's not just about doing good for the environment, but also about improving our quality of life and the future of our planet. It's a challenge, yes, but one that brings rewards on so many levels. Next, we delved into the golden rule of sustainability: reduce, reuse, recycle. We talked about the importance of minimizing waste, reusing items as much as possible, and recycling whatever we can't reuse. We also discussed making smarter shopping choices, opting for products with less packaging, choosing locally sourced items, and buying in bulk can all contribute to a more sustainable lifestyle. Then we explored how we can conserve energy and water at home. Simple measures like switching off lights when not in use, using energy-efficient appliances, and fixing leaks promptly can go a long way in reducing our ecological footprint. Our journey also took us through some exciting DIY projects for sustainability. From making homemade cleaning products to creating a compost bin, these projects not only help us live sustainably, but also provide a sense of accomplishment and fun. And lastly, we looked at sustainable transport choices. Walking, cycling, carpooling, or using public transportation can significantly reduce carbon emissions, and in turn, help protect our environment. Now it's your turn to take action. Try implementing these tips in your life. You don't have to do everything at once. Start with one or two, and gradually incorporate more. And remember, every little bit helps. Don't forget to share your own sustainable living hacks as well. We would love to hear your stories and ideas. Together we can make a difference. Start your sustainable living journey today.